For the 5'8" senior, number 34, Delaney Seidel. And for the 5'11" senior, number 24, Riley Royston. And the center, 6' senior, number 5,
Welcome
Micah Zamish.
to tonight's basketball game. We're at Watertown Gosling Gym. The Vikings of Stoughton against the Watertown Gosling. Sophomore Lily Gifford. Audrey Schmutzler, the junior guard. Riley Quinn, 5'9" sophomore.
6' junior, number 34,
Evelyn Yicky.
And the center, 6'1" junior, number 32, Taya Mas.
Taya Mas. Watertown comes in with a record overall of 9-5 in conference. They are 5-2. Stoughton overall 4-8. Conference 1-5. So this is my first basketball game in a while, and we're doing some new technology here. So we'll see how it goes. Ray Bazanson, sometime doing around year 29. Hope to hit 30 next fall. Gosling's with the ball. Schmutzler to the left side. Out front to Uki. To this side. Back out to Quinn. Shot up, a rebound underneath. Moss had the rebound and she was fouled.
The Stoughton fouls number 34, Delaney Seidel.
Foul on Delaney Seidel. And quickly, Lily Gifford puts in the layup. Watertown up 2-0. Micah Zamich, Megan Margie, Riley Royston, Ava Loftus, Delaney Seidel starters for Stoughton. Watertown in a zone. 1-3-1 it looks like. Nice job by Uki to block that pass. Bringing it up is Moss. On the side with it is Quinn. Quinn to Moss. Her pass underneath taken by Stoughton. They bring it up. Pressure put on by Schmutzler. In the middle, up for the shot and scores Delaney Seidel. Ties it up at 2. Gifford to the top of the key, underneath, and Taya Mas with the bucket and the foul. Taya, I believe, is the leading scorer for the Goslings on the season.
Shooting one for the Goslings, Taya Mas.
Foul was on Megan Margie. Free throw's good. It's 5-2 in favor of the Goslings. Here on Youth Night. A lot of future Goslings here, long 3. Rebounded by the Goslings. That shot was Ava Loftus. Now the top of the key, Hyman, or rather Quinn. On this side, from the side, rebounded by 24 Royston. Bringing it up Loftus. Over to Seidel. And there's the ball stolen by Taya Mas. Stolen back by Royston. Shot up and in and out. And a steal Good hands by Gifford. Ball's on the far side. Icky on a drive and scores for two. Evelyn Icky for two, 7-2 Goslings. Play two, I think it's 16, 18-minute halves in the high school. Underneath, ball up and in by Royston for two. Ball's on the far side. Icky to the top of the key. Quinn with it. Back over on the drive, back to Quinn. Icky top of the key on a drive. Lost it going up. Brought out by Seidel, or by 32, Loftus. And her pass into Royston, and Royston was fouled. Looked like a clean block by Gifford. Schmutzler with the foul.
Shooting two for Stoughton is Riley Royston.
Riley Royston, a senior. Short on the first.
And for Stoughton, number 14, Maya Davidson. For the Goslings,
Maya
number 5,
Davidson in, a
Myers.
sophomore, 6'2". And for the Gosling, number 5 out of Myers. Second free throw is good by Royston. Got a foul called on Margie.
The Stoughton fouls number 23, Megan Margie, her second, the team's third.
That's her second foul. Ball's into Myers. Gifford. Tomas. Icky for three, in and out. Rebounded by Royston. Margie down the corner. Out to Margie. Margie for three. Off and rebounded by Icky Avalon. Brought up by Myers. Pass underneath. Knocked out of bounds by Royston.
Number 3, Victoria Ashworth.
Victoria Ashworth, number 3 is in. Number 5, Micah Zamish back in for the Vikings. Way up underneath by Myers on that out of bounds. She just overshot. 7-5 in favor of the Goslings. Good defense by Icky. And now a foul is called as Avalon got a little too close on that out of bounds.
34, Avalon Icky, her first, the team's second. For Stoughton, number 10, Anna Perset. For the Goslings, number 22, Audrey Schmutzler.
Schmutzler back in. Junior guard, 22. Watertown still in this tough defense, 1-3-1, I believe. Variations. Off of Moss, off the ref. She knocked that pass down. Ball's out top of the key, Loftus with it. Ashworth underneath, now cross court. Zamish drives in, brings it back out. Far side, Ashworth. There's a double dribble. Travel on number 10, I believe.
And Watertown number 2, Sydney Linskins.
In for Watertown number 2, Sydney Linskins, another junior guard. Bringing the ball up is Lily Gifford, sophomore. Evelyn Icky. Watertown underneath, ball up by Schmutzler, and she's fouled. She'll get 2 here. Fouls on Ashworth. Schmutzler. No points so far tonight. Short on the first free throw. Aubrey, a lot of these girls are athletes in other sports as well. There's a free throw for Aubrey. Makes it 8-5 with 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Ashworth alone on this side, guarded by Moss. Almost stolen. Back to the far side. It's Loftus out top of the key. Now to Zamish on the far side. Good defense by the Goslings. Ball's off the leg of Moss. Throwing it in will be Stoughton.
And for Stoughton, number 21, Miranda Kotlowski. 34, Delaney Seidel. And 23, Megan Margie.
Kotlowski, Seidel, and Margie back in for Stoughton. Seidel with it out top, underneath. Ball knocked away by Avalon. Icky. Retrieved by Moss, brought up by Gifford. Underneath, Moss drops it out for Linskins, who scores. Sydney on the bucket, put back. Again, Gifford on the defense. Ball off her foot. 10-5. 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Again, off the foot of Gifford. That just shows that the Goslings are really moving their feet out there. Moving on defense. Good coaching, coached by Matt Stolberg. He's assisted by Aaron Sturwald and Annie Woodard. And Brian Bodeau is the JV coach. JV's got beat tonight. Stoughton coached by Brad Pickett. Assisted by Susan Zamish, Rachel Atchison, Tom Lynch. Long three, off the rim. And we got a jump ball called. Seidel went after it after she missed. Ball bounced out. Alternate possession stays with Stoughton. Seidel with it. The far side. Zamish down in the corner to Margie. Far corner. Shot up. High off the rim. Rebounded by number 2, Linskins. Ball stolen. Put back. And now a foul. Linskins had that ball. A couple of Vikings over her, got the ball away. Falls on Schmutzler, her second. free throw is no good by number 14, Maya Davidson. Riley Frederick seeing her first action tonight. And Autumn Myers, number 5, back in. Second free throw for Davison. Sophomore, that's good. It's 10-6 now in favor of the Goslings. Myers to Gifford, who brings it up. The far side, Evelyn Icky. Frederick, Gifford, little rotation there. Icky picks it up after she drops it. Now Gifford. Icky on a drive. Rebound by Moss. Couldn't get it to drop. Picked up by Stoughton. Vikings bring it up. It's 21, Kotlowski. Into the lane. Seidel. Down in the corner. Drive. In for the score, number 23, Megan Markby. It's 10-8 now. Goslings by 2. 8.5 to go. Ball tipped away, comes out to Icky. Her shot blocked. Coming out of it is 21, Kotlowski. She gets it to Seidel. Zamich wanted that 3, couldn't pull the trigger. In the lane, Seidel gets it to drop and ties it up. And a timeout is called. It's tied up at 10 with 8 minutes to go. Hi, Mayor. Good. We have a guest with us. Mayor Emily McFarland. Coming to watch cable with their new toys here tonight?
That I am. Thank you.
Yeah. So Emily, did you play basketball?
I did.
All right.
I did. Yeah, this was I spent a lot of time in this gym. The floor looks a little different, but the rest of it's the same.
Okay. What we do is nothing magic here.
All right.
Tied up at 10. The Mayor's come to bring some good luck to the Goslings. Who was your coach back then, Emily?
I played for Steve Jacobson.
Okay.
And Rusty Tiedemann.
All right.
And then Coach Hoffman for a year. But Coach Jay and Rusty were the ones I remember the most.
Both good coaches.
Good coaches.
That impacted a lot of people in a lot of ways.
Yeah, Coach Jay was one of those people that just really impacts your life. Like
right.
I still think about him and the things he taught me in the gym and in the classroom. I try to live the life the way that he did in a lot of ways, so I was fortunate to play for him. Never sat up here, though. Always on the court.
Well, you get a nice perspective up here.
Yeah, I'd say.
One of the things I haven't seen tonight is many three-pointers. There hasn't been one hit yet. Gifford with it. To Myers. Underneath, Moss. To the side, up. Off, rebounded by 14, Davidson. Different teams they're playing now than different conference.
Yeah, it's funny because the Little 10 was such, for me, and so many people before me, such a profound and traditional pillar of athletics. So when I heard they were dissolving the Little 10, I don't even think I was in Watertown yet when they started thinking about it, and I remember being like disappointed. How can you get rid of the Little 10?
It was when they dissolved 3 years ago, It was the oldest conference in the state, so.
And so many good rivalries that still live today. Like, we'll see people from Oconomowoc and Beaver Dam, and we still talk about things that happened in those gyms in high school and on the baseball field and the softball field and the football field for that matter.
Yeah. Ball stolen by Gifford. Hands off to Icky. Now Moss underneath scores. Watertown back in the lead, 12-10. He's also changed the time. It used to be 4 8-minute quarters.
Sure,
now there's 2 18-minute halves. So.
Yeah, I'm always surprised by that. Since we've moved back home, so we've been here about 6 years, 7 years probably at this point. We come to games, and every time I come, I'm still surprised by it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's just still halves instead of quarters.
Why, this new sling technology we're using tonight, Jordan Wiesenberg is kind of producing the show. Our cameramen are Marcus Galindo, Max Alexander, Karen Huseman, our media coordinator for Watertown TV, is here tonight. And there's always something new happening in technology. And I know that's a big part of what you're bringing to the city, Emily.
Yeah, we're just trying to find new ways to communicate with the public and stay current to the ways that people naturally communicate. Watertown TV is a big piece of that for us. They've taken that on and done a really great job for us. So.
And actually, this game tonight is being broadcast live on YouTube.
Wow.
So
very good.
You know, if you have friends out there, nothing to do, sitting in a bar, tell them to turn on YouTube. You can watch the mayor on TV. There's a camera up here, too.
Oh, yeah, there sure is. So my mom is the varsity volleyball, the assistant varsity volleyball coach, and she's coached my entire life.
Okay.
And I told her I was coming up here, and she said, well, how do we get them to, she's sitting with the head coach of the volleyball team. She said, well, how do we get them to do a volleyball game? And I've asked Karen that question in the past, and she said, we need a commentator, so I guess you're going to have to take on another sport, huh?
Another sport, yeah. Or we could bring you into the game.
See, I could probably call a volleyball game like once, maybe as a guest spot, but I spend a lot of time right in those bottom two rows or way up in the top. It depends how active my kids are for the night.
There's the first three of the night by Seidel. It gives the Vikings the lead at 15-14 here. 4 minutes to go in the first half.
This actually reminds me of, there used to be a radio station that would call the games.
Correct, yeah. From Watertown.
Yep, and it was always kind of this wait and see after the game to see who got asked to interview with the newspaper and with the radio station.
Moss at the line.
She's a good player.
Off the back of the rim. Was that 1280? Was that the radio station? Or 1580? 1580.
Yep. And they traveled. I remember them being at softball games, basketball game. Yeah, they would go where we were.
Got a foul called on 32, Loftus.
The Stoughton fouls number 32, Ava Loftus, her first, the team's sixth.
16 foul, the next foul. They'll be shooting the bonus. Quinn back to Schmutzler. Loses the ball on the drive. Picked up by Zamish. Brought up by 21, Kotlowski. You know, this is my first basketball game, Emily, so
really?
I'm still learning the names this year.
Oh, I was like, that's pretty impressive.
This year.
Oh.
Ball stolen back out of the hands of Baki.
Under this new conference, they've got quite a drive a few times.
Right.
I know that they're talking about trying to correct that for next year so that they don't have those...
Long three. Zamish with the 3.
Have those long drives on a school night. The longest we used to drive was to West Bend.
Right.
But now they drive hour and 45
Monroe is a
sometimes.
long
Yeah.
ways. But I think that's changing in another year.
Yeah, I agree. I think next year they're trying to fix that. There it is.
Basket's good by Moss, so she fell to the ground. Now, this coming year for football, it's going to be all different conferences.
I've
So,
heard that.
and I think it has to do with the size of the schools and how many kids are out, and so they're trying to even that out. So,
Yeah, it used to just be that we were D1.
right, yeah.
And now it kind of varies by sport and kind of by season, it seems sometimes, or where how far you are in the season. There she goes.
Free throw's good by Moss. Puts her in double digits on the night. Gosling's down 1. Some press put on. Press broken.
Nice.
Picked up by Schmutzler to Moss. Top of the key, Schmutzler
Oh,
in and out. Rebounded by Kotlowski.
travel.
Got it
Oh,
tied up. Alternate possession of Watertown. Well, if I make it to next fall, Emily, for soccer, it'll be my 30th year.
that's amazing.
And you're not much over 30 yourself.
You know, there's been a lot of people that I see that I think perhaps voted for me and didn't quite realize how young I was. I just saw a gentleman on Monday. I was walking into an event and said, "Are you the mayor?" And I said, "Yes, I am."
Yeah.
He said, "You're a lot younger than I thought you were." And I always just say, "Thank you."
Yeah,
I mean, I
right.
don't really know how to answer that.
Take it as a compliment.
Yeah, I'll take it while I can get it.
That's right.
Oh.
Well, there is a lot happening in the city.
There is.
That's for sure.
There is. I said it on our weekly roundup today, and I've been saying it for a while. I truthfully think 2020 is going to be one of the most transformative years we'll have in a long time. Just the aesthetics in our downtown are just going to profoundly change. And the community support behind the projects is really empowering
I
to help
think I
us
saw in
continue.
the paper that the library hit
They
their
did. Yeah, they did.
fundraising goal, which is
Yes.
super.
Yes, they did. And we'll have some work being done on the east end of the downtown with the Marathon gas station property.
I
That'll
saw
be
that.
coming soon. And
That's been a tough intersection for years.
yes, it has. You know, I thought about it last night. You know, this is part of the reason I got, you know, that I tried to participate and have this role and be on the city council. Ooh. It was to be able to have projects like this where I'll look at 20 years from now and know that I did a
Had a
little
hand
part
in
in
it.
making
Yeah,
it
nice.
better and safer.
Just over a minute to play. Stoughton up by 1.
Ooh. Over
There's
and
an
back.
over and back. Goslings will pick it up. Minute to play. Let's see if the Goslings can get the lead before half. Nice crowd on the parent side tonight. Was it snowing when you came in?
It was. And it's not a big snow, but it's
Yeah.
slippery. It's certainly slippery. It's our third Friday in a row with a snow
Snow?
emergency.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we went for so long with nothing, and now 3 Fridays in a row, we're putting our crews to work on overtime in a lot of cases. So,
Moss put that up in and out. Stoughton back. Wonder if they'll go for 1. 35 seconds.
no.
Knocked away by Gifford.
Lily Gifford is my cousin's daughter.
Okay.
Known her since she was born. So it's crazy to see her playing high school basketball.
Yeah. Well, she played soccer as a freshman, I know. Maybe basketball as a freshman.
Out of bounds.
Stolen by Quinn. Then off of Riley's foot, out of bounds.
Was it youth night as well?
Who?
Was it youth night as well?
Yes, it is youth night.
That's always a good night for
There's a lot of kids in blue turquoise shirts out here.
Mm-hmm.
From the side, a three, rebounded by Riley Quinn. 15 seconds. Quinn brings it up. Gifford on a drive.
Oh.
Couldn't get it to drop. 5-4.
Out of bounds.
And a second left for Watertown to throw it in. Not sure what we can do in a second here, Emily.
I would chuck it as far as I could and try to tip it in from there. There we go.
Quinn with the
Oh,
shot.
close.
No good, and at halftime the score is Stoughton 18, Watertown 17. So have you been getting good turnouts with your meet and greets? And
Yeah. So we have had one every month. And we normally get about 15 to 20 people at
Okay.
each one. And I used to, when I was early in my career, sometimes it'd be 6, sometimes it'd be 20. So considering we've had 15 to 20 each time, I feel really happy with that. It's an informal hour. Normally I tell people that I can talk about things that are important to me, but I want to know what's important to them.
Right.
And then normally one brave soul puts up their hand first, and then it just kind of goes from there. So
Need one to start. You need to
Yeah.
plant somebody.
Do you trust me?
What did you say?
But Aladdin has to open it.
Do you trust me?
Okay, you might not be able to hear me with the music, but I have some friends over here who are big fans of the girls basketball team. What's your name?
Sammy.
And who's your favorite player?
On this team, Lily Gifford.
Cool. How about you? What's your name?
Jessica.
You want to look at the camera over there? And who's your favorite player, Jessica?
Aubrey.
And why?
Because I think she's really aggressive.
Aggressive. Are you a basketball player too?
Yes.
Do you play basketball too?
Yes.
So are you guys, what grade are you all? Are you all on a team together?
6. Sophie Salas.
I don't know how that's going to work. We're on live on YouTube right now, so you can check us out later on the Watertown TV page, all right? Thanks for talking. You want to say hi?
Hi.
How'd that go? Yeah, thank you.
South Conference action between your Watertown Goslings and the Vikings of Stoughton. Vikings in the purple, Watertown home white. 18-17 in favor of Stoughton. Kind of a slow-paced first half. A lot of missed shots by both teams. Only 2 threes by Stoughton, none by Watertown. Again, this is my first game of the year. This year for Ray Bazanson here, along with Jordan Westenberg. Producing a show tonight, Marcus Galindo, Max Alexander, Karen Huseman on the cameras tonight with a new sling technology, a new studio, and able to broadcast live on YouTube if you're watching there. And we had a visit from Mayor Emily McFarland near the end of the first half, trying to bring some new things to Watertown. Strong defense by the Goslings tonight. Ball's off the Goslings, out of bounds. High school now, they played 2 18-minute halves. Underneath, ball is up and in by Royston. She had 3 points the first half. Watertown being led by Taya Moss with 10 in the first half. Taya with the ball to Quinn. Now Gifford underneath for Moss, and the ball stolen. Picked up by Zamish. One of the assistant coaches for Stoughton is a Zamish.
The Watertown fouls for 21, Riley Quinn.
Riley Quinn on a foul. There's a three off the rim. Rebounded by Royston. A drive and a rebound by 14. Or rather, that was 34. Evelyn Icky for the Goslings, a senior or junior. Underneath the Icky. Puts it up. Now she's fouled.
The Stoughton fouls number 5, Micah Zamish, her second, the team's first.
Foul on Zamish. Triggered in by Schmutzler. Underneath, up and in by Quinn. Her first two on the night.
30-second timeout, Stoughton.
30-second timeout by Stoughton. It's 2019. Favor of Stoughton. Stoughton 1-5 in conference, 4-8 overall, but they're giving the Goslings all they want tonight and more. Goslings 5-2 in conference, 9-5 overall. Earlier this year at Stoughton, Watertown won in December 6th. They won 47-29. So certainly a tougher match tonight. The Goslings aren't shooting as well. Stoughton has improved that much. Schmutzler brings the ball up. Aubrey. Ball stolen. Nice job by Delaney Seidel. She saw that pass coming in, got in position. Margie over to this side. Zamish. Long three off the front of the rim. Picked up by Gifford to Schmutzler. Aubrey to bring it up. Now Gifford with it. Underneath. Schmutzler on a drive. Defense by Seidel. Games can change quickly if you have three-point shooters out there. And a foul is called by Icky, 34. That'll be her second. In for Watertown. Riley Frederick, number 20. Frederick knocks that pass down. So 2 sophomores and 3 juniors out there for the Goslings. Triggered in by Davidson. Sophomore for Stoughton. Jump ball. Watertown with the alternate possession. Stoughton going to put on a little man-to-man press. Ball's into Moss, back to Gifford. Frederick. Icky on a drive. She was fouled on the drive.
The Stoughton fouls number 23,
Megan Maggio. Margie, it's her third. She's a senior. Evelyn Icky, 6-foot junior. Free throw's good. Ties it up at 20. Avalon eyeing the basket. And it's good again. Goslings with a 1-point lead, 13:40 to go. Well, half-court pressure. Stoughton breaks that. Saito on the left side. Ball's knocked away. Now picked up by Moss. She's got a clear path and scores. Taya with 12 now. It's a little half-court pressure. Moss got her hand on that one. Zamish and Loftus both back in for Stoughton. So they've had a little trouble the last two trips up court, holding on to the ball. Now Zamish with it. Almost a steal. Saito into the lane, up, off too hard. Nice job by Stoughton Davidson on that. Then on the drive by 32, Loftus, she's fouled.
The Watertown foul is number 21, Riley Quinn.
Quinn, her second. Long three, no good. Rebound tracked down by Gifford. Lily brings it up against Kotlowski. Frederick to Quinn. In the lane, Moss goes up and is fouled by number 5, I believe.
The Stoughton fouls number 5, Micah Zamish, her third, the team's third.
That's 3 on Zamish. Taya Moss at the free throw line. Taya with 12 points on the night.
And for the Vikings, number 3, Victoria Ashworth.
Ashworth, a sophomore in for Stoughton. Moss with their second free throw, short. Kotlowski to Zamish. Kotlowski couldn't hang on to that pass back. Autumn Myers in for Watertown. For Quinn. So we got Gifford, a sophomore. Myers, a junior. Well, Stoughton, bad pass in. Goslings couldn't get it in. The drive up high. Myers fighting along with Zamish. It's going to go to the Vikings. Goslings up 3. There's a 3. Nice rebound by Moss. Loftus open for that 3, but couldn't hit it. Autumn Myers to Gifford underneath. The layup is good by Icky. Gives her 4 here in the second half. Gosling's up by 5. And ref calls it off of the foot of Myers.
Team of the Vikings, number 23, Megan Margie.
Margie back in. Both Margie and Zamish are out there with 3 fouls apiece with over 11 minutes to go here. Again, earlier tonight, Stoughton JV's got the victory. Following out of Myers, her second.
Fouls for 5, Myers, her second, team sport. Team for Stoughton, number 24, Riley Royston.
Royston back in. Royston has 5 on the night. Seidel has 7. Taya Moss with the steal. And she loses it. Picked up by Loftus. Davidson. Back to Loftus. Ashworth, rather, not Davidson. There's a reach in on Moss, I believe. That would be her first foul. Five team fouls on the Goslings. Still 11 minutes to go and a half. Could have a factor here if they get to the bonus. The Vikings do after 7 fouls. Should have been a double dribble, no call. Blocking foul on the Goslings. Looks like this will be on Frederick. Her first. Ball's in. Ashworth, the right side. And nice job by Frederick there. Now Myers brings it up to Gifford. Back to Autumn. Autumn to Lily. Frederick near half court. Taya Moss. And a 3 off the back of the rim. Tracked down by Royston. There's a 3 by Stoughton attempt. Gifford will bring it up. Nice job. All alone. Couldn't get it to drop was Autumn Icky, or Avalon Icky. 25-20 still Goslings. Now Icky with it. Meyer to Gifford underneath. Moss for 2. And a foul.
The Stoughton fouls for 24, Riley Royston, her first.
Royston with her first foul. 5'11 senior.
The Goslings number 2, Stoughton 34, Amy Silent at 14.
Sydney Linskin's back in for the Goslings.
Shooting 1 is Taya Moss.
Number 2. Taya Moss at the line. And she has her 15th point on the night. It's 28-20 now. Goslings really clamped down on their defense and slowly added to their total on offense up to an 8-point lead. Gifford knocks that pass down. Thrown up in the air by Margie. Moss with her second foul. Margie at the line. Off the back of the rim. 28-20 Watertown, 9 minutes to go in this contest. Margie good on the second. Her third point on the night. It's only 3 points in the second half for Stoughton. Gifford underneath. Icky. It's going to be Watertown's ball underneath their own basket. Timeout for Stoughton.
Full timeout, Stoughton.
8:40 to go. Watertown with the lead, 28-21. So for this first half of the second half, if you got that down, the first 9 minutes of the second half, Watertown has held Stoughton only 3 points. And meanwhile, they've added 11, so with the lead of 7. Again, Karen Huseman, our media coordinator for the city. She's on a camera, along with Max Alexander, either end of the court, either side. Up in the booth, we have Marcus Galindo and Jordan Westenberg doing the production on the Sling Studio, which has a lot more options for Watertown TV. Triggered in, Icky goes up and is fouled. She'll get 2.
These own fouls are 34 to Lenny Seidel. Second, team fifth. Shooting 2 is Ella Icky.
Icky with 6 points on the night. Make that 7. And another nothing but net on their free throws tonight for Avalon. There's a double dribble on number 23, Megan Margie. Stopped her dribble, picked it up, started again.
Back in the Vikings, 32, Ada Loftus, and 21, Riley Katlowski.
Ball's into Moss. Icky to Gifford to Icky. Underneath to Moss. With the left hand, she's fouled.
Double fouls number 24, Riley Royston, her second, team 6.
Royston, her second foul. Moss. In and out. Both teams will be in the bonus after the next foul on Stoughton. Good on the second for Moss. Gives her 16 on the night. Half of Watertown's 31. Seidel on the side. Knocked away by Myers. Zamish back in. Seidel. Up top. Blocked by Avalon. Icky. Let's have a 6-footer out there at that point on this 1-3-1 zone. And as she drove, we're going to have a foul on Myers. That's her third. One and one now for Stoughton. They could bring it in with good free throw shooting. Seidel, good on the first. Gives her 8 on the night. And good on the second. And Stoughton with the full court press. Adam Meyer to Linskin. Sydney to Meyer. Now underneath. Moss gets her own rebound. When she goes up again, she's fouled. Nice job by Taya. Stay on that.
These open fouls number 32 in on offense, her second, team 7. Shooting 2 for the Goslings, Taya Moss.
Taya Moss at the line for 2. She's hit 4 free throws on the night, but missed about 4. Good on the first. Riley Frederick back in. Good on the second. 18 now for Taya Moss. Top of the key. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this Watertown 1-3-1 defense. Griffin gets the ball out of there, up to Linskin. Sydney. Timeout called, as there were 2 on top of her. Coach called timeout. Good call. Still have 3 left for both teams, with 7 minutes to go. Taya Moss leading the way for the Goslings. 18 points. Evelyn Icky with 8. Lily Gifford with 2. Schmutzler with 1. Riley Quinn with a bucket for 2. Linskins with a bucket for 2. For Stoughton, Micah Zamish has a 3. Maya Davidson 3 points. Megan Margie 3 points. Riley Royston 5. And Delaney Seidel, the senior, with 9. So for the Goslings, we got Lily Gifford, sophomore. Sydney Linskins, a junior. Evelyn Icky, a junior. Taya Moss, a junior. And Riley Frederick, a junior. Gifford. Linskins to Gifford. Free throw line underneath. Linskins for 2. Nice pass. Nice give and go by the Goslings. Worked it to perfection. Gifford to Linskins. Open for a driving 2. Kotlowski with their first bucket of the night, the senior. Linskins picks it up. She'll take it across the line. Icky for 3, and it's in. First 3 for the Goslings tonight. Gives them a 13-point lead with 6 to go. There's a steal by Moss. Taya with the layup. And got a little underneath, got fouled. She'll get 2 shots. Zamish with their 4th foul. Short on the first. Margie back in. And Davidson 14. Moss with her second free throw here. It's good. Gives her 19 on the night. Under 6 minutes. Seidel to the far side. Marjay back out on top. There's a steal by Moss. Icky brings it up. Avalon. Linskins. Picked up her dribble. Now Moss. Moss on a drive. Puts it up. Couldn't get it to drop. Frederick on defense. Seidel with a nice drive on 2. Puts her in double digits for the night. Right up by Icky. Avalon all the way down. Throws it up a little hard. There's going to be a jump ball. Alternate possession to Stoughton. 11 for Delaney Seidel, a senior. (39-27). Gosling's up by 12 here in Badger South Conference action. Looking to go 6-2 in the conference. Underneath, picked up by Lily Gifford. Now Linskins with Taya Moss. Now Gifford on a drive. Laid it up a little short. And a foul as Loftus was bringing it down the center of the court. Linskins her first. At the line, Loftus is good on the first. It's her first point of the night, a sophomore. 39-28. 39-29. Gifford back to Icky. Tomas. Now Gifford. Out to Linskins. Sydney. Ball stolen by Margie. She goes up. Good defense by Moss. But then on the rebound, foul called on Frederick, I believe. 1-1 for Kotlowski. Good on the first. So it was a 2-point, 2-foul shot, 2-shot foul. Good on the second. Kotlowski with 4. Moss to Icky. Avalon brings it across. Gifford. Moss in the lane. Back to Icky. 3.5 to go. Gifford. Linskins underneath to Moss. She goes up. She's fouled by Royston.
The Stoughton fouls for 24, Riley Royston, her third of the team's night.
Watching the Goslings for the first time this year. They short. It doesn't appear that they have a great, any one ball player that's a great ball handler. A lot of players that are good at it, but nobody really great at it. There's a second free throw good by Moss. Gives her 20 on the night. The Goslings have struggled with the full court press, getting it in and up court. Very short, nice rebound by Frederick. Myers ahead to Icky. Icky to Frederick, underneath to Moss. Couldn't get it to drop, out to Icky. Autumn Myers with it. And a timeout called, 30-second timeout.
30 seconds timeout, Watertown.
Goslings do a great job passing the ball around, getting it to each other. Just some hesitancy as far as who wants it there at the end, as far as really handling the ball. 40-31, 9-point lead for the Goslings. Hope you're enjoying this game. If you're watching live on YouTube, let Watertown TV know that you're watching. That would be great. And we can do more of these live contests with the sling that Jordan is using. Ball's in to Frederick. Back to Gifford, who lost it out of bounds. Again, there's just that little hesitancy as to who really wants it and control it. Perhaps it's Schmutzler, who just came back in. Aubrey, a junior, been up on varsity at least 2 years, maybe 3. Got her hand on that pass. Saito underneath. Royston couldn't get it to drop. Picked up by Gifford. Now Evelyn Icky. Moss, now Schmutzler with it. Aubrey is fouled, and again Aubrey, good ball handler for the Goslings. Schmutzler for 2. It's good on the first. Her second point of the night. Both teams with 10 fouls. That means there is no 1-on-1. It's all 2-shot fouls. Short. Royston with the rebound. Saito. Loftus underneath. Royston. Gifford got her hand on it, knocked it away. Ashworth to trigger it in. Minute 45. Long 3. That was by Margie. Ref, one called it to Watertown. The other ref overturned him. Said it, no, it should be your, or the one ref called it for Stoughton. He was overturned, went back to Watertown. Now Schmutzler. Aubrey, probably one of the better ball handlers for the Goslings out there with it. Lost it there though. Keeps it in play. Autumn Myers to Gifford, just trying to run some clock. A minute 15 to go. Gifford was fouled. Foul on Loftus. Air ball. Gifford 2 points in the first half. And hits the free throw. Now 11-point lead. 3, Autumn Icky, or Avalon Icky. Myers ahead to Gifford. Watertown with some really good athletes out there on the court right now. Gifford with a 3 off the rim. Coming away with it, Stoughton. Margie. Royston, the travel, but she gets it to fall. Gives her 7 on the night. 9-point lead with 36 seconds to go. Should be in the bag here for the Goslings. But 3 threes could tie it up really quick. Nice to have the mayor on the broadcast. The end of the first half. Mayor McFarland. She said this brings back memories of playing ball here for some great coaches. Steve Jacobson and Rusty Tiedemann. Not only great coaches, but teachers of life, she said. And I can concur with that. Triggering it in would be Schmutzler. Into Gifford, back to Schmutzler. Maas. Oh, we got a travel called on Maas. Gosling's had a nice play put in here. Stoughton would turn it in front of their net. Fouls on 5, Meyer, that's her 4th.
Fouls for 5 on Myers, her 4th.
At the line, Victoria Ashworth. She'll have 2. First one drops. It's her first point of the night. Sophomore, Victoria. Short, rebounded by Schmutzler. Schmutzler fouled quickly by Seidel. And we'll walk down to the other end. Schmutzler, Aubrey with 2 free throws on the night, 1 in each half. See if she can double that this time. Miss on the first. Schmutzler with her second. And it's back to a 9-point lead. Kozlowski bringing it up. Margie drives. Her shot partially blocked. That was partially blocked too. Seidel on a drive scores and a timeout. Within 7, but only 5 seconds to go. 13 points now on the night for the senior Delaney Seidel. Goslings just have to get this ball in, I believe. Probably get fouled, a couple of free throws. Schmutzler to trigger it in. Into Gifford, she's fouled. .3.
The Stoughton fouls for 32 and Loftus, her 4th. The line shooting 2 for the Goslings, Lily Gifford.
Lily Gifford at the line. Trying to seal this one for the Goslings. Off the back of the rim. Gifford with 3 points on the night. Short. Seidel. Just gonna let her drive. Basket's good. And the final is 43-38 for the Goslings. Goslings led tonight by Taya Maas with 20 points. Avalon Iki with 11. Lily Gifford 3, Aubrey Schmutzler 3, Riley Quinn 2, Sydney Linskins with 4. Goslings 43-38. They go to in conference. They are now 6-2, 10-5 overall. We thank you for watching. Thanks to the team at Watertown TV. This is Ray Bazanson. Have a good night and God bless.